Won't it be Ryan the Great? And today we are live reacting to the Orioles versus Rangers Game 3 ALDS. And the Rangers up 2-0 over the Orioles right now. Something that we did not expect to see. The Orioles looking to take this game. The Orioles looking to get back in this series, and the Rangers trying to get in to the ALCS. Yo, Mater, that was goody. And we are getting into it right now. All right. Evaldi taking the mound tonight for the Rangers. Let's get our thumbnail in there. Okay. Okay. Let's do this, baby. Game 3. This whole thing with this NXT thing and AEW, it's all crazy. NXT's really trying to bury AEW. Well, we'll see tomorrow who won in the ratings. But I'm watching this. So I don't know if we'll be live tomorrow. It's a little hard to stream with the way my schedule's working, and I'm going to watch the Phillies. Yeah, 49ers 5-0. They absolutely murdered the Cowboys. I think they're the best team in the NFL right now. Go check out my latest video where the top 5 NFL teams for after week 5. I don't know if we're gonna be streaming. I don't know. Actually, tomorrow's Wednesday. I don't even know if we can stream on Wednesday or Thursday. It's gonna be hard. I could potentially stream tomorrow. We'll see there. Thursday though is a big long shot. And I just completely highly doubt I'll be able to stream. Like a 95% chance I don't. All right, here we go, though. Batting first, Gunnar Henderson, the shortstop, and the first pitch to him will be on the outside, 0-1. Henderson, he batted 255 this season, and in this series, he is 3 for 8 with a home run and RBI, 4 strikeouts, and has scored 3 times. Next pitch to him, also outside, it'll be ball 2. Not the hottest start for Evaldi, but we'll see what he can do these next few pitches. And Henderson hits this one high in the air and barely moving, and making the catch is the center fielder Tavares. First down already. Same game parlay. Cedric Mullins has to record a hit, and Evan Carter has to record a hit. Okay. Coming up next, Adley Rutschman. And this first pitch to the catcher, that will drop in there for a strike. 94-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. Very hittable for the start of the game. Normally you see 97, stuff like that. This pitch, it'll be, they're going to say, foul. And Rutschman was running, and I thought it was potentially fair. But Rutschman, he batted 277 this year, and he is now down 0-2 on his first at-bat. Oh, it bounced into the stands and then off, I think it bounced off a chest of somebody in the stands, and then it bounced back onto the field. 0-2 now to Rutschman. And here's the pitch. And this one inside, it's now 1-2. The 1-2, here it is. And check swing, he went. And that is the first strikeout of the game for Eovaldi, and it's now 2 outs. Good pitch. Did bounce off of the dirt, but just enough to get Rutschman a check swing. And up next, Anthony Santander, the right fielder. And the first pitcher to him, that will be a base hit into right center field. Santander wasting no time getting a base hit, and that is the first hit of the day for the Orioles. And coming up next, Ryan Mountcastle, the first baseman. And broke a little too late. Santander hopped right on that. And I guess Eovaldi thought he wasn't going to swing, and yeah, he sure did. Mountcastle takes this one right down the plate for a strike. And Mountcastle, he's batted .270 this year. In the series, he's 2 for 8 with a double, 2 RBIs, a strikeout, and a run. So his batting average not so hot, but everything else seems just fine for the first baseman. The 0-1, and Mountcastle tips this one, and it's now a quick 0-2. Texas fans on their feet, waving the towels. They are loud. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on the four-seam fastball. 2 strikeouts for Eovaldi to start out this game. The Orioles with 1 hit, and they left them on. The Rangers will go into the bottom of the first with this game tied 0-0. Solid inning for the Rangers. I think they just have to hit, which they've been doing pretty well. So you can't down for that. The Lightning win on opening night. That's good. Hockey season back in full force. I'll probably watch a few hockey games before the NBA starts. Why not? And I don't think I'll be watching the Flyers because they make me want to put a hole through the wall. Canes are the betting favorite for the Stanley Cup. I got maybe do a hockey video before. Just as the season started. We can do top 5 NHL players right now, maybe. Do something like that. Something before the hockey season gets underway. Or the hockey season has got underway, but we can do something for it. We have a lot to discuss, though. I still haven't done the Jonathan Taylor contract extension. I got to do that. That video will probably be out tomorrow. Thursday, I don't really know. Friday, I don't think we have anything planned. And then Saturday and Sunday are just too far away. Well, Sunday's Eagles preview. Saturday, I don't know. I'll find something maybe. I don't have anything for Friday. I'm not going to be able to watch the early morning game. I got to be somewhere. All right, so Dean Kremer making his postseason debut, a 13-5 record with a 4.12 ERA this year. And he is being thrown in the deep end tonight as he will be faced with the task of beating a hot Rangers team that is up 2-0 on the Orioles. His first pitch to Marcus Semien in the dirt. And it's 1-0. Semien batted 276 this year. This series, he's only batting 200. He's 2 for 10. And this next pitch to him, that's outside, 2-0. Sorry. Corey Seager sits on deck. And this next pitch to Semien, that will drop in there for a strike. It's now 2-1. And Kremers needs to get through this inning flawlessly, and hopefully for him, it'll be smooth sailing from here. This 2-1 count to Semien, that pitch outside. It's now 3-1. Remember I said smooth? Hopefully you can get this out here. And Semien pops this one up. And maybe it is smooth. Kremer coming in, but making the catch will be Mountcastle, and that'll be the first out. So a foul out for Semien, and Kremer gets out of a predicament of giving up a walk on his very first batter. And up next, Corey Seager. 5 walks, single postseason game record in Game 2. And it's clear that the Orioles have no interest, I guess, in pitching to Corey Seager. And I don't blame them. He batted .327 this season. First pitch to him, and maybe they do. Curveball right down the plate that's fouled off. And Seager definitely wants to start hitting, and he's only 1 for 4 in this series, as they really have no interest in pitching to him. Has 7 walks throughout the last 2 games. Here's the 0-1 to Seager, and this pitch inside. I'm sure he's chomping at the bit to get something in his range. The 1-1 to Seager. And a high hit ball. No doubt about it. Corey Seager with a home run. They finally gave him something good, and they made him pay. Well, he made him pay, I should say. Woo, what a run. Corey Seager. 445 feet. And the Rangers jump out to a 1-0 lead. That's what happens when you give them something good. I know, Mosey. I know. After that, the designated hitter, Mitch Garver, coming up, and the first pitch to him will drop in there for a strike. They threw Kremer in the deep end. And he, so far, he's not treading water too well. Garver, he batted .270 this year, and the 0-1 to him. He will foul this one off, and he's down quickly, 0-2. Fourteenth career postseason home run for Corey Seager, the Texas All-Star, with a great start to this game. The 0-2 to Graver, and this pitch outside, it's 1-2. Garver is 2 for 6 in this series. Here's the 1-2. And this pitch outside, 2-2. Garver fighting his way back into this count, not biting at much ever since the 0-2. And now trying to make this a full count or potentially get a base hit. Here's a 2-2. And Garver pops this one up. And making the catch near the netting is Heim. So there's now 2 outs. See that pitch? I think it was a cutter to Seager. That was way off where it was supposed to be. Like that just broke right in his spot. And first pitch to Garcia is right down the plate for a strike. Garcia batted .245 this season, trying to get on base and keep this inning alive. Next pitch to him, swing and a miss. It's quickly 0-2. Garcia 3 for 10 in this series. Hopefully can improve that here. And he calls time as he is quickly down 0-2 in this count. Here's the 0-2 to Garcia. And Garcia hits this one in the center field for a base hit. Pitch was a little outside, but ended up paying off for him. And he is on with a 2-out single. He got lucky. That pitch broke really late, and he could have swung and missed at that one. But luckily for him, he was able to get the base hit. Coming up next, Evan Carter. And this pitch inside, 1-0. Carter batting .306 this season, and he's 2 for 6 this year. I'm sorry, he's 2 for 6 in this series. And Carter with a base hit into left field. Where are all these pitchers going to the outside, and then all of a sudden the Rangers are hitting them? Maybe he needs to pitch more pitches in the strike zone, and they won't hit it. Well, then again, Seager hit a home run. All right. Up next, the catcher, Jonah Heim. And Heim takes this one low for a ball. Heim batted .258 this year. One and 0, and Heim takes this one high. That's gutsy. He didn't swing that one. 2-0 now. Two to Heim, and a swing and a miss. Heim frustrated to get that one, and it's now 2-1. That was on the inside top corner. That's a little hard to hit. I'm not sure why I was so frustrated on that one. But either way, he's still up in the count. The 2-1, and Heim hits this one deep into center, and just in front of the warning track, Mullins will make the catch. The Rangers able to tack on one with the Corey Seager solo home run, and they end the first inning with a 1-0 lead. I mean, the Rangers are already looking to sweep, and this is like, WWE is not in talks with CM Punk's not coming back to WWE. I don't care who you are, what you say. It's not going to happen. He's given way too many chances. Why would they take that on? They're already like so hot right now. They don't need him. As much as I love CM Punk, he's my favorite wrestler ever. As much as people don't like to say that, I'm taking away all the BS that he's done in like the locker rooms and all that. I'm talking about just as a wrestler. He's my favorite wrestler to ever do it. And as much as I hate to say it, I don't think WWE needs him or wants him. Well, they obviously don't want him, but I don't think they need him. It is what it is, bro. And that is kind of the derail of his personality a little bit. I mean, she just is a problem maker, it seems. I've never been in the locker room. I don't know. But from what it seems to be, it seems like he's a troublemaker. Not really much more to it, you know? All right, so we start off this next inning with a strike to O'Hearn from Evaldi. O'Hearn batted 289 this year, but he is 0 for the last 25 as he is the designated hitter for the Orioles today. And this next pitch to Evaldi is fouled off, so now it's a quick 0-2. And this next pitch to O'Hearn is a little high, so it's now 1-2. Next pitch to O'Hearn, fouled off. It's still 1-2. One and two. And O'Hearn grounds this one up the first base line. O'Haldy holds it, and he throws it to first for the out. So 1 out. And this pitch sharply hit to Simeon, and he will make the play at first for the out. Hayes got one pitch, and that was about it. All right, batting seventh, Cedric Mullins. He batted .233 on this year, and he takes his first pitch for a strike. And Eovaldi is just dominating. Mullins in the series, he's 0 for 8 with 3 strikeouts, so not a good start for the center fielder. This next pitch drops in there for a strike, and it's now 0-2. The 0-2 to Mullins, and he grounds this one and handled by Lowe, and he flips it over to Eovaldi, and he makes the play at first. The Rangers, flawless inning in this one. They still lead 1-0. Damn, bro, what'd I do? Damn, what'd I do? Shoot. Damn. What did I do wrong? My good cut. Yes, sir. You want the Orioles to win? Or that's who you're picking to win? I don't know. The Orioles, so far, not looking like the Orioles we saw in the regular season. I mean, they're young. They just haven't seen the playoffs. I mean, they started Kremer tonight, first postseason appearance. That's like, I mean, that just, no, you can't do that. In a down 0-2, in a like situation where you can be eliminated from the postseason, you're throwing a guy in there who's never pitched in the postseason before. Like that's just a recipe for disaster. Well, we'll see what you can do this inning. And this first pitch drops in there for a strike. And Lowe, the first baseman, he's batting .262 this year. Not a hot start to this series as he's 1 for 8. And this next pitch to him, that's in there for a strike. He's quickly down 0-2. Oh and 2 to Lowe. Here's the pitch, and he fouls this one off. The 0-2 pitch to Lowe. This pitch high and is now 1-2. See, you can't just. You got to go at him. You got to play. He's got to play aggressive. Like giving him these pitches that he can look at are just not. It's just not a good idea. This pitch inside, it's now 2-2. Like it's either they're getting base hits because the pitches are breaking too late on the ones that are on the outside, or they're just not giving them any attention. This pitch fouled off. It's still 2-2. I'll give Lowe credit here. He's making Kremer work for the out. He's fouling it off. He's staying in the count. 2-2. Not a bad place to be in. All right, we'll try the 2-2 again. Here it is. And this one high, 3-2. Give him credit. Once again, he's making him work for it. 29 pitches lowest thrown in just 1 inning. 1 inning total, if that's how you want to call it. 3-2 to Kremer, to Lowe. And this pitch fouled off. It could have been ball 4, but decided to swing at it instead, and he's still in the count. I think there's been about 8 pitches at this at-bat, if I'm not mistaken. 3-2, and Kremer fouls it off. Astros versus Twins, game 4 tomorrow. I think it starts at 2 o'clock, which is like, why? The 3-2, and fouled off again. Wake me up when he strikes out or he gets a hit or just walks or something like that. Whenever this at-bat ends, wake me up. Goodness gracious, it's bad. It's going on forever. We'll do the 3-2 for what it feels like the 1,000,000th time. Here's the pitch. And he fouls it off. Oh, my Lord. At this point, I would just walk him. It's not even... There's no point in killing your pitch count like this. 11 pitches in this at-bat. Like, I would just give him a bad one. Give him one to swing at. Fouled off again. You can't kill your pitch count like this. I would just give him a bad one and then see if he swings at it. If he doesn't swing at it, oh well, just go on to the next batter. But he's completely killing his pitch count. By the end of this, he's going to have over 40 pitches. Texas fans on their feet. They're loving it. And he fouls this one off again. That pitch was outside. 13 pitches we have seen in this at-bat. And here we go again. Another foul. You got to be kidding me. When I said that they are making Kremer work for his outs, I really meant it. I think they're taking me too literally on this one. The 3-2 again, and Lowe will hit this one in right field, and making the catch is, left field, and making the catch is Hayes. So that at-bat finally ends, and it ends with Kremer starting out at 20, what was that, 23 pitches? Josh Jung now. And Jung with a base hit on the first pitch. Another base hit for the Texas Rangers, and he is on with 1 out. Up next, Tavares, the center fielder. All right, first pitch to Tavares, drop. It gets in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Dylan Brooks got ejected in a preseason game. Only Dylan Brooks. 0-1 to Tavares, and this pitch low for a ball. Okay. No, it's not that straight. And I'm not that centered. That's better. The 1-1 and swing and a miss. 1-2, and a pop up for Taveras, and making the catch is the third baseman Westberg. 2 outs now, and we go to the top of the lineup, Marcus Semien. Semien 0 for 1 today. And the first pitch to him, swing and a miss, got him on a nice cutter, and it's 0-1. See, if those cutters broke at the right time, they could get guys swinging. 0-1 to Semien, and this pitch way outside, but still called a strike. Semien looked back at the umpire like, are you serious? I don't blame him on that one. That was way outside. And Semien popped out in the first. He is not looking to go down on strikes so easily. Here's the 0-2, and this pitch way outside, 1-2. Surprised he didn't call that a strike, too. Goodness gracious. So the pitch count by the inning. The first inning was not so good for Kremer, 22, but even worse, it's been 23, going on 24 this inning. And he'll throw back to first, and Jung slides in there safely. The 1-2 to Semien, and this pitch high, it's 2-2. Wait a minute, is game 3 in my title? I feel like I put game 2. I don't know. Here's the pitch to Semien, and a base hit into left center field. Jung, he's going to turn second, heads for third, and Semien will slide into second with a double, and he advances Jung to third. Oh, I put game 3. Okay, I'm good. Okay. The Rangers doing a good job of getting the ball between the gap. Jung with a beautiful hop and was able to get in the third. Coming up next, Corey. Oh, they intentionally walked him. I don't blame them. They were probably going to walk him anyway because I don't think they want to pitch to him. I don't know. I wouldn't either. Intentional walk, and that'll bring up Mitch Garver. Garver's 0 for 1 today. And this first pitch to him, that'll drop in there for a strike. A foul out in the first for Garver. The 0-1. And a base hit up the third base line. Jung will score. Here comes Semien. And that should be a double for Mitch Garver. The Rangers extend their lead. A 2-run RBI double for Mitch Garver. As, Seager will advance to third base. And the Rangers, what a start. "49 pitches for Kremer." I told you they should have just walked low. They should have just walked them when they had the chance. It would have probably been better for them. It was stupid to just keep fighting in that count. ALDS Game 2, Garver blasted a home run. And that helped the Rangers get the win in that game. And tonight with an RBI double. Garcia up next. He's 1-for-1 today. And that pitch low, 1-0. And this is not looking good for the Baltimore Orioles. Wells is warming up in the bullpen. This next pitch to Garcia got him on the cutter, swing and a miss. And it's now 1-1. Single in the first inning for Garcia, and another single will probably drive in another 2 runs. And Garcia fouls this next pitch off, and it's now 1-2. All right, Garcia trying to drive in these runs, but he is down in the count, 1-2. We'll see if he can do it now. Here it goes. The 1-2 pitch. Here it is. And Garcia hits this one high and deep, and no doubt about it, it's a 3-run home run for Adolis Garcia, and the Rangers have taken a 6-0 lead. 418 feet. And the Rangers are just trouncing the Orioles right now. 6-0. What a past 2 innings for the Texas Rangers. Yeah, Josie's loving it out here, baby. 6-0. That's unbelievable. Right on the barrel. And it's a beautiful swing. And Kremer is coming out of the game, no doubt about that one, as he did not have the best postseason debut. 6 earned runs to the Texas Rangers. 6 earned runs, X amount of hits. How many hits did he give up? Let me see. He gave up 7 hits, 6 runs, in like 50 pitches. That's just terrible. In 1.2 innings. That's just terrible. That is. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I thought the Orioles were a little stupid throwing him in the deep end like this, but you can tell at the end of the day that he sank. And I don't know if it's 100% his fault. I don't think he was ready for this. 49ers faithful, what's up? I know the 49ers faithful is loving it right now. You guys are partying. All right, so up next, Carter, and he's 1-for-1 today. And this first pitch, he pops up, and making the catch is Henderson, and that will end the inning. So one pitch with Wells, and the Rangers pop out, but 50 pitches in Kremer, and they score 6 runs, and that's what the lead is as we end the second inning. It's going. It's going. That's what I'll say. It's tiring. Like up until like literally 2 minutes before the stream, I was doing schoolwork, and I've been doing schoolwork ever since I got home at like 5:30, something like that. And yeah, it's yeah. And football today football was good. Wasn't that? I mean, a lot of running today. It was a conditioning day, so that was always a little tough. 3 tests and school today. That's always tough as well. You guys have a fall break? Oh, take me out to dinner first before you guys get that. Lucky as hell. I can't complain though. We do have like almost every Monday off in October, so except for the Eagles and Niners game of the season, hopefully we can beat. I mean, I think you guys got a really good chance against the Eagles. I mean, after absolutely killing the Cowboys, I think they have a really good shot. If the Eagles can, let me say this: if the Eagles can look like they did against the Rams, but actually put the ball in the end zone, then I think the Eagles have a good shot against San Francisco. But right now, I think San Francisco is the best team in the NFL after Week 5. Pretty good herd championship game. We could have won. I think you guys. I think the way things were looking, it kind of looked like the 49ers were getting momentum in that game, and then Purdy got hurt, and all of a sudden it went downhill from there. But I think it definitely would have been a really close game. And first pitch to Westberg will be a strike. Westberg batted .260 on this year. And this next pitch will drop in there for a strike as well. It's a high curveball. And this next pitch got him on the curveball, strike 3. Got him swinging. It's 3 strikeouts for Evaldi. And that's already the first out. All right, 0-1. The first pitch is to Frazier. Hold on, I'll answer your question in just 1 second. The 0-1 got him again on the splitter. Goodness. And Frazier flies out to left field to Carter. Do you think the Jets have a shot against the Orioles upcoming week? The only way it could be close is I think if the defense hold the Eagles down. Like if the Jets defense holds the Eagles, that's what I lost my train of thought for a second. And Henderson fouls his first pitch back for a strike. And a swinging strike is now 0-2. And this next pitch high, it's now 1-2. And this next pitch low, it's now 2-2. And Henderson grounds this one into left center for a base hit. I'm sorry, into right center for a base hit. And the Orioles finally able to get something going as the Rangers have a massive lead. My opinion about this week, against the Browns, if Watson plays, they have a shot. I don't think Watson's playing this week. They're playing what's the guy's name? PJ Walker, I think it is. Rushman is up next. And a swing and a miss by Rushman. He swung way too late on that. It's now 0-2. Baltimore Orioles 91 consecutive series without being swept. Listen, boy. It's not looking too good here as Rushman now down 0-2. And this pitch is fouled off. And it will remain 0-2. And this pitch hit into deep center and making the catch is Tavers. And that'll end the top half of the third inning. I think, let me look this up. It's not getting to me. I think it's PJ Walker's name is starting. I don't think they're starting Dorian Thompson Robinson, or whatever. I think that's who his name is. It is, I appreciate that. We take what we get. I appreciate the subscription. We're almost at 300 subscribers. Commentary is something that I really enjoy. If you guys want to listen, you want to listen to my other stuff, I do TikTok, listen to a few of my videos. Listen to a few of my videos. Enjoy that there. Also, the CR7 podcast, go listen to a few of those. On WSJP Spotify. Also search up WSJP on YouTube. We just had our first YouTube podcast released today. So if you want to check that out as well. But I always appreciate a chat. I always like talking to chat. I like to build up a community that loves sports just as much as I do. And the only problem is I don't think I'm going to be streaming. Commentary. Yeah, I mean, that's what I like to do. Definitely more. I'll definitely be continuing with the MLB playoffs and NFL. And when the NBA season comes up, we're going to start doing that. Heim is first up, and he's 0 for 1 today. Takes a pitch right down the middle for a strike. And the 0-1 to Heim. And he pops this one up, and Mullen's running in on it, and he can't make the catch. A base hit for Heim. Celtics fan, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. I can't. Oh, the Celtics. I don't know. I think they could win the East this year. I think this might be their year. I know they got rid of a lot of their depth, but they're still a really good team. They're starting five. Once they get to the playoffs and they're just playing around 7, 8 guys, then I think they'll be, they'll start. They'll take the playoffs. Lowe is up next, and he takes his first pitch inside for a ball. The Sixers are very good and talented. I respect the Sixers. I mean, right now. And a swing and a miss by Lowe, and it's now 1-1. Sixers are just, I don't even know. Sometimes they make me not want to watch this season. I don't understand the whole Harden problem. He'll probably be traded by the deadline, and we'll probably get pennies on the dollar, to be honest with you. The 1-1 to Lowe, and he takes this one for a strike. It's now 1-2. Forgot to mention Wells is still out there. Really enjoy watching Maxey. I do enjoy Maxey. I really like him. Reality is this team's not going to win championship. The rest of the East just seems too talented. And this pitch also inside is now 2-2. And swing and a miss by Lowe. Strike 3 called. And that'll be Wells' first strikeout of the evening. Got the Bucks coming out of the East. I have the Celtics right now. And I think that's just because I'm concerned about the Bucks' depth. I'm very concerned about that. I'm also concerned about their perimeter defense. I would say I'm concerned about their shooting, but I think Lillard will make up for that because I know they just traded Grayson Allen. I feel like that's a key loss. Holiday was a key shooter as well. I do want to say Dame will make up for that. Jung just fouled this pitch off and is now on 1. He's 1 for 1 today with a single, and he's been one of the 6 runs for the Rangers. The 0-1 to Jung, and he fouls this pitch off. It's now 1-2. That was a very hittable pitch. Now 1-2 to Jung, and he pops this up. Will it stay in playable area? And it will not. Or territory, if that's what you want to call it. Harden's probably going to start. Yeah, he probably will start the season because, according to Woj, the Sixers and Clippers have not made a lot of progress on a Harden trade. I think if the season's not going, like if the Sixers are the 4th or 5th seed, then they'll probably end up trading him. Hold on, I'll answer your question in just a second here. 0-2 to Jung, and he hits this pitch high and deep to center, and Mullins able to make the catch. And that will force Heim back to first. What is your take on Harden? Is he one of your favorite players on the team? He's never been one of my favorite players. I think he's always not respected the Sixers organization and not respected the coaches, which is a problem. There's no discipline there. And now he's just disrespecting Daryl Morey, who's pretty much given him everything in his career, and he wasn't able to win a championship because he's sunk in the playoffs. That's hypocritical, in my opinion. Tavares, he hits this one in the foul territory, and this will not be catchable. All right, 0-1 to Tavares. And this pitch outside is now 1-1. I know that was. I honestly thought he was going to show up in a fat suit. I really did. 1-1, and Tavares check swings, fouls us off, and it's 1-2 now. I honestly thought that he was going to show up in a fat suit. I really did. I don't understand. I guess he still wants out, but he's going to play the season out. I don't think that he's going to be playing up to his full potential. Only problem is that his trade value is going to go down, and Daryl Morey's not going to trade him for pennies on the dollar. So it's going to be interesting how he does this. Tavares takes this pitch inside, and it's now 2-2. When this inning ends, I'll give you another thing on Harden that I just don't understand. Here's a 2-2, and this pitch hit foul back. I think Springer has potential. I don't think they're using him, which I can see because they have a lot of guard depth on their team. I didn't know too much about him going out in college. I thought that they should have just traded the pick back, in my opinion, because there wasn't too much talent in that draft. Tavares fouls this pitch as well, and it will remain 2-2. So, yeah, I think that I thought I should have just traded that pick back. Yeah, they'll probably never use him unless they want to get him a little bit in the rotation this season to start it out. Maybe if they developed him in training camp. 2-2 to Tavares, and this pitch hit into right, and making the catch is Hayes. I'm sorry, in the left. Why do I keep getting that mixed up? Hayes makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Rangers still up 6-0. They do leave one on as we end the third. Hey, football, Nick Nurse, haircut. I don't think I don't know. Doc Rivers, it wasn't his fault. Do I think it was time for him to go? Maybe. I don't really know how Nick Nurse is going to do. I mean, maybe he can help the the Sixers defensively more, like perimeter defense-wise. I mean, that could definitely help with the shooting that the Celtics and Bucks have. So maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. But here's this thing about Harden. Harden wants to be traded, right? But he signed in to his $50-something million player option, whatever it was, right? And he saying that he wants more money, feels he deserves a supermax contract, right? And then he doesn't sign with another team. He doesn't opt out of his deal with the Sixers and signs with another team because he knows that he's not going to get the money that he thinks he deserves, or the team's not going to pay him like the Clippers. Well, what's your objective? Is your objective to get money, or is it to win a championship? Last year, he took a pay cut, helping the Sixers sign extra players so that they can win a championship. This season, he's mad that he's not getting his money. Now, if Daryl Morey promised him a supermax contract or whatever, like he so-called promised, then maybe there's a different story there. But from what we know, that's not true, or it's just not been revealed yet. So right now, it really Harden's priorities are not lining up at all. Because last year, he seemed like he was fully committed to winning championship. This season, he's fully committed to making money. Now, if he just wanted to get away from the Sixers, why didn't he just decline his player option and go sign a Russell Westbrook deal with about 1 year for $9 million? If he really wanted to go win a championship that bad. Westbrook just did it. He wants to win a championship, so he took a low deal or a low-paying deal. All right. At the top of the fourth inning, and Santander fouls his pitch off for a strike. It's 0-1. His priorities don't make any sense. Now, unless there's something we don't know, and there's a sucker born every day. Someone would take him. 0-1 to Santander, and he fouls this off again, and it's now 0-2. There's a sucker born every day. It's one of my favorite sayings. Someone would take him. For under $10 million or maybe a little bit more, someone would take him. The Clippers want him. It's just they don't want to have to give up a lot of value to get him. Kyle Gibson warming up in the bullpen for the Orioles. Oh, that's great. My man, Kyle Gibson. And Santander takes this low for a ball. I honestly thought I was going to call that a strike. Someone would have taken Harden, but he's being stupid and wants to prioritize money after he's made over $300 million in his career. The 1-2 to Santander. He takes his pitch inside. It's now 2-2. If I made $300 million in my career and I didn't win a championship, I'd be doing everything I could to make a championship. How much money do you really need? 2-2, and Santander grounds this one to first, and Lowe flips this one to Evaldi, who tags first. I mean, what else can you really buy? You bought everything you want. You bought all your cars. You bought a mansion. You bought a boat. You bought, I don't know, 70-inch TVs, like man caves and everything, a big driveway and big backyard, everything you could really ever want, you can buy. I mean, much more money do you need? Mountcastle's up next, and he swings and misses on this one. It's 0-1. And so he should be prioritizing winning a championship, not prioritizing getting max contracts, because he's not going to get it right now. Unless he can go back to being a 30-point-per-game scorer, which is not going to happen. He's got to prioritize winning. 0-2 now as Mountcastle fouls this one off. But if we can get a good deal, if we can get a good price for him, I'd get rid of him right now. I was originally thinking that the Clippers were going to give up Paul George for James Harden. Boy, was I wrong. They didn't even think of that, the Clippers, in the deal. They're not even willing to give up Terrence Mann. I think I'm going to get Paul George. Mountcastle fouls this one off, and it will remain 0-2. Made me look like the biggest idiot in Philadelphia. I think we're going to get Paul George. Rather, I know this might be a stupid question, but this pitch outside, it's 1-2. I don't think it's a stupid question, but I mean, I'd say Harden. Both their problems, but both come with their problems, but at least Harden performs half decent or above decent. Mountcastle fouls this one off, and it's now 1-2. I would blow one right by him, honestly. They haven't been able to hit this whole game. I'd give him a 4-seam fastball. Harden performs at a very good level. I'm not saying that Harden's a bad player. Swing and a miss, got him on the splitter. That is Eovaldi's fourth strikeout. I hope Simmons crashes and burns. I don't understand why they're having all the games tomorrow. Oh, the Astros and Twins are a 1? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm going to miss that entire game. I thought they were on at 2. I'm missing the entire game now. Great. Phillies are on at 5. And this first pitch outside, it's 1-0. And O'Hearn, he grounded out in the second inning. He's 0-for-1. And this next pitch to him, a swing and a base hit into right field. And the Orioles get on for the first time in this inning, and it's a 2-out single. Up next, Austin Hayes, the left fielder, and hopefully get something going for the Orioles. I don't wish Simmons any luck in Brooklyn at all. I am from Philly. Swing and a miss to Hayes, and it's now 0-1. I am from Philly. Hold on. And check swing by Hayes. Did he go? Yes, he did, and it's now 0-2. I became a sports fan in general. I would just watch like random games. I didn't even know what was going on. My dad was not a big sports fan, but he would turn like games on just for the hell of it. 0-2, and check swing by Hayes. He definitely went. Strike 3, got him on the 4-seam fastball, and that will end the top half of the fourth inning. Orioles get a base runner, but they leave him on. Rangers still lead 6-0. And then, so yeah, I just watch random sports games. I watch the Eagles, and I don't know, my dad always cheered for the Eagles, so I didn't cheer for them, but he would just like prefer them, I guess you could say, because he didn't really care. And then I watched the Eagles. And then when my dad passed, I started watching in like second grade. I was in second grade. I started watching the Eagles with my grandfather. That's when I started to fall in love with like Carson Wentz and all that. So that's when I started watching the Eagles, like full, like week in and week out. So I watched that 20, and then in the next year they won the Super Bowl, and I was just really excited about that. And then 4th grade, they lost in the divisional round, and I was devastated about that because I really wanted to see them win again. 5th grade, they lost in the wild card. Yeah, I feel really bad about Wentz and all that, but now I hate him because he's a freaking loser. And he lied in his press conference with the Colts and all that, demanding out and saying he supported Hurts and all that, and he wishing Coach Peterson like that. He's a BSer. But then when I was in 5th grade, they lost in the wild card. 6th, that's when they had their terrible year, and Hurts replaced Wentz. 7th, they lost in the wild card to the Bucs. Last season, they got to the Super Bowl, and I mean that was the only time I ever cried on stream when they lost the Super Bowl. And now we're this year. Then I started watching the Sixers. I think when I didn't watch them really the year that they made it to the playoffs for the first time with Embiid. I sort of just watched that series against Miami and Boston. And then the next season, like right before they traded for Butler, that's when I started watching them. So that was 2017, I'd say I started watching the Sixers, fully, those playoffs. The Phillies I've been watching ever since I could remember. The Flyers, I don't really watch the Flyers as much as I do for other teams. But I watch them when there's not much else going on. Yeah, that's my journey as a Philly sports fan. All right, up first, Marcus Semien. He's 1 for 2 today, and he takes this pitch low for ball 1. And Kyle Gibson is now in the game, as he can try and keep the Rangers from scoring any more than they already have. The 1-0, and this pitch low. It's now 2-0. Semien had a double in the second. He's one of the 6 runs for the Rangers. And here's the 2-0 pitch, and this pitch low, ball 3. 49ers, Celtics, San Francisco Giants, and San Jose Sharks. Giants just fired Gabe Kapler. I hate Gabe Kapler too. And this pitch to Semien right down the plate. That'll be a strike. It's now 3-1. Giants fired Gabe Kapler. I'm not surprised. He couldn't build a team. I don't think guys wanted to play for him. I wouldn't. 3-1 to Semien. And Semien, lines it right to Westberg, and he makes the catch. Beautiful catch by Westberg, and that's 1 out. That was probably another double if that would have went past them. I do play sports. I play football, basketball, formerly played baseball. But I don't know. I think hold on. Seager, he's 1 for 1 today. Also has an intentional walk. And swing and a miss on the changeup is now on 1. I don't know. I think I might just fully focus on stuff like this, commentating and stuff. I really enjoy this. This is something I love doing. So we'll see what happens. I got a lot of time. And now this one upstairs, 1-1. So we'll see what I do. I don't know if I'm playing basketball this winter because I want to keep doing this. This is what I like to do. I like streaming. I like making YouTube videos. I feel like that would derail that a little bit. The football's derailed my chance to make a lot of YouTube videos. This pitch in the dirt, it's 2-1. Well, I'm still making YouTube videos. It's kind of hard to upload them at my normal time. I'm uploading them at 7 Eastern time now instead of 6. And streams are sometimes hard to come across. And we'll see though. I don't know. I'm still thinking 2-1. And this pitch, that could have been called a strike, but they'll call it a ball. 3-1 down to Seager. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. And ball 4, this pitch on the outside. Seager with his 9th walk of this series. And that will bring up Mitch Garver. All right, first pitch to Garver on the outside, and it's 1-0. Garver, he's 1 for 2 today. Has an RBI double, or two-run RBI double, I should say. The Orioles fans are not enjoying this game in Texas, and Garver with a nasty swing, and it's 1-1. That was a great pitch by Gibson. Garver, you could see that was instant regret. 1-1 to Garver, the pitch, and he hits this one. Double play. Hits that one into a double play. Westberg makes the throw, or made the throw over to Frazier, and he made the throw over to Mountcastle, and that will end the inning. Rangers still up 6-0. I messed up on my words so bad there. Like, I could feel it, like, I was about to say Westberg. I said he hits it, and then my brain just, like, stopped. Oh, boy. And then I just said double play after he made the play. Oh, boy. I was about to say to Westberg, to Frazier, to Mountcastle, and my brain just, like, shut off for, like, a few seconds. I hate when that happens. That happened the other day. It wasn't in a stream. It was during football. I was doing like our breakdown, and my brain just shut off for like a second. I was in the middle of yelling, and I was like, "Damn it!" I was like, "That's annoying." I was so annoyed. I hate when that happens. My brain just like. Maybe some other people deal with that, but I feel like I'm the only one sometimes. All right. Mullins up next, and Evaldi pitches this one for a strike. It was a little outside, but they'll still call it. Mullins, he's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out in the second inning. And here's the 0-1. Mullins fouls this one back. It's a quick 0-2. How long has that cat been sleeping back there for? It's about like 8:30. She hasn't moved. I've been yelling the whole time. She has not moved. 0-2 to Mullins. Here's the pitch. And this one low. It's now 1-2. Eovaldi with a great game so far. 54 pitches, no runs. I believe 3 hits given up, and this one high, 2-2. I mean, just a great game for Eovaldi. In his postseason career, is a 5-3 record with a 2.90 ERA. And this next pitch to Mullins will be hit into right, and making the catch is Garcia. That's the first out. I feel like I have to sneeze, but it's not coming out. And Westberg up, and this first pitch, base hit in the left field. And Baltimore, they get a guy on, but a common theme we have seen in the past few innings is Baltimore gets a guy on, but they can't do anything with it. Adam Frazier up next. So we'll see if they can get something going. Frazier's 0 for 1 today, and this first pitch inside, it's 1-0. Eovaldi's first pitch strikes with batters is 15 of 18. And this next pitch low, it's this one's low, it's 2-0. Here's the pitch, and this one drops in there for a strike. It's now 2-1. Oh, Jade Cargill's on NXT. Oh my goodness. And this pitch grounded and foul up the first base line. And 2-2 to Frazier. Eovaldi bobbles it, and he's just going to make the throw to first. Gets Frazier out, and Westberg advances. Up next is Henderson. This is the first time the Orioles have gotten a man in scoring position today, and Henderson fouls this one off. It's 0-1. So there's 2 outs. Runner on second. Henderson is 1 for 2 today, and to get anything going for the Orioles, he's going to have to get a base hit here and get this run in if they want to have a chance of saving their season. Henderson hits this one into right field. Garcia makes the throw in. And safe at the plate will be Westberg. The Orioles finally score their first run, an RBI single for Gunnar Henderson. And it looks like Eovaldi might be coming out soon. Are they taking him out? Are they saying he didn't touch the plate or something? I don't know what the problem is. Are they talking to Eovaldi? All right, I guess we're okay. I guess they were just talking to him. All right. Rutschman up next, and this first pitch. Oh, that's a strike, but they're going to call that a ball. Rutschman, he's 0 for 2 today. The strikeout, the flyout, only batting 100 in this series. Not a good start. And with the Orioles scoring their first run in this inning, you would hope that he could find some magic and advance Henderson, and he fouls this pitch off, and it's now 1-1. Excuse me. One to Rutschman, and he fouls this pitch off. It's now 1-2. The 1-2 to Rutschman. Here's the pitch, and this one's fouled off. Santander on deck. Oh, he's bleeding. Westbrook's bleeding. That's the problem. You got a cut on his forehead. And now the pitch fouled off again by Rutschman. And this is not good for Eovaldi because his pitch count is going up. And if they want to keep him in there for at least another inning, then he's going to have to get this out now. The 1-2 again. Here's the pitch. And this pitch will be fouled off again. He's eventually going to give up more runs if he doesn't end this inning right now. The 1-2 for the third time. Here it is. And a foul. They said it hit the line. And I think it did get a touch of the white. The Orioles are going to see if they should challenge this one. And I think the umpire's decision was correct. Oh, yeah, that's definitely foul. Yeah, it's definitely foul. Yep, no doubt about that. I don't even think any part of the ball was in front of the line. So we'll be 1-2 again. That was a close one for Texas. That could have been a run scored. And Rutschman will foul this off again. And Evaldi throwing this pitch back to first, and could have had him there, but they do not tag out Henderson. And we will await the 1-2 one more time. Or hopefully for the Rangers one more time. Here's the pitch. And Rutschman is out at first. Simeon made a nice throw on the run. The Orioles do get one across, but that is it, as Evaldi is still having a solid game. The Rangers lead 6-1 as we go into of the fifth inning. This game seems a little. Hanson. What does that got to do with anything? All right, Garcia's up next. He's 2 for 2 today. And this pitch outside, it's 1-0. Means the Orioles are winning the series. That's a long shot at this point. This pitch also outside, and it's 2-0 now. And Garcia fouls this one off. It's now 2-1. And this pitch fouled off. It's now 2-0. All right, 2-2 now. And swing and a miss. And a strikeout for Garcia. And up next is Carter. He's 1 for 2 today. Yeah, Carter had a single in the first inning. And Carter pops out to Henderson. All right, 2-0 to Heim as he takes 2 pitches outside. Bruce Bochy, 14-5 in potential series clinching games. 2-0 to Heim. And he hits this one in the shallow center, and Mullins makes the catch. That ends the 5th inning. And the Orioles don't let the Rangers do any damage this inning, and Santander will lead off the 6th inning for the Orioles. All right, first pitch to Santander, caught by Seager. Beautiful catch. All right, first pitch to Mountcastle's in there for a strike. On one, and Mountcastle check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And Mountcastle grounds this one, and Evaldi making the play at first. He got it flipped over to him. O'Hearn is up next, and he takes his pitch low, and it's now 1-0. 1-0, and this pitch is in there for a strike. And O'Hearn grounds this one to Seager, and he makes the play over at first. That ends the inning, top half of the inning, and we go to the bottom of the sixth. All right, Gibson's still out there to pitch. Oh, hello, Mosey. You finally up from your nap? Can't get up here. All right, Josh Jung is now up. I'm sorry, Lowe is up. He's 0 for 2 today, and he takes his pitch high, 1-0. 1-0 to Lowe. And he takes his pitch for a strike. You want to leave, Mosey? Okay. Hold on, girl. Oh, boy. Okay, Mosey, here you go. Bye-bye, Mosey. 1-1 to Lowe, and he hits this one high and deep, and it is gone. A solo home run for Nathaniel Lowe, and the Rangers extend their lead back to 6. His first home run this postseason, and the Rangers tack on another. And first pitch to Jung is in there for a strike. And here is the 0-1. And Jung hits this one high and deep. Mullins will make the catch, though, in front of the warning track. Tavares is up next. This first pitch is outside. It's 1-0. And Tavares hits this one, and it's scooped up by Mountcastle, and he flips it over to Gibson. Beautiful play by Mountcastle. Great concentration. And Simeon is up next. He's 1 for 3 today, and this first pitch is outside. And Simeon pops this one up, and making the catch is Santander, and that ends the inning. And first pitch to Hayes is outside, and it's 1-0. And this next pitch, swing and a miss, and it's now 1-1. And now this pitch outside is 2-1. And it's 2-1 now, and Heim goes out to talk to Evaldi. All right, now strike. It's 2-2 now. Hayes, he's 0 for 2 today. Trying to make something happen here. Evaldi looking for another strikeout. And this pitch high. It's 3-2. The 3-2 to Hayes. And strike 3. Got him looking. 97-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. And that is Evaldi's 6th strikeout today. He put the heater on that one. Cedric Mullins is up next. He's 0 for 2 in this first pitch. Hit in the left field. And making the catch is Carter. That'll be the second out. Up next, Westberg. He's 1 for 2 today. And he's scored the only run for the Orioles. So, G, how's it going? No, you're good. I know the MLB playoffs can be boring for some people. Swing and a miss for Westberg, and it's now 0-2. It's going. 3 tests today. Conditioning day for football. Been working since I got home, whether that's YouTube or schoolwork. 0-2 to Westberg. This pitch in the dirt, and it's now 1-2. So yeah, it's going. Today's been a busy day. It has been a busy day indeed. Oh my God, The Undertaker appeared in NXT. Like, we didn't expect that. Plus, still recovering from yeah, that was terrible. Yeah, it has been pretty busy. 1-2, and a check swing by Westberg, and it is now, 1-2. Yeah, it's been a busy day. Well, the thing is, I had off yesterday, and that's why it's so busy right now. I had off yesterday, so everything was kind of just piling up. 1-2 to Westberg. Here it is, and in the dirt, and it's a wild pitch, and Hyman, no clue where that went. And this pitch in the dirt, and it's now 3-2. But yeah, tomorrow, we sort of like have a day off. We're doing like this freshman day of service sort of thing, which it sounds pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to it. 3-2. Westberg fouls this one off, and then Thursday and Friday we're like back at it. Friday I have a game. We have a game against Father Judge, so that should be fun. And then we play Northeastern, and then Roman, and then my season's done. 3-2 to Westberg, and Westberg fouls it off again. 95 pitches for Evaldi today. Wow. Just wow. Here it is, the 3-2 again to Westberg, and he fouls it off. Disappointing that you did the ALDS and the Cowboys. We made the right choice. That Cowboys game was just sad. Thing is, my thing is, I repeat myself. It's the playoffs, so I can't really like ignore that. It's a playoff game. 3-2 Westbrook. I understand that that Cowboys game probably would have got more views. It's a playoff game, and you can't really ignore that. 10 pitches in this at bat for Westberg. Now here's the pitch. Strike 3! Got him swinging on the splitter. That ends the top half of the 7th inning. If that was the last we saw of Evaldi today, he played incredible. Rangers still up 7-1. Yeah, Wheeler was on fire last night. I think they kept him in there way too long, which is the reason that he gave up those those other runs. But I mean, that was just bad managing by Rob Thompson. All right, so his first pitch, Hall is actually now in the game. And he 2 pitches outside to Seager. Seager has 2 walks tonight and a home run. 2-0 to Seager, and he pops this one up into shallow left field. Hayes makes the catch. Now, first pitch to Garver is a ball. And this next pitch drops in there for a strike. It was a little outside, but they still call it a ball. And Garver hits this one past Westberg for a base hit. 1 out single for Garver. And the Rangers trying to extend their lead. Max Scherzer in there. They still have not removed him from the injured list for this series, and I highly doubt that he comes off at any point, whether they make it to the ALCS or World Series. And Garcia's up, and he just took that. He didn't even get into his stance. Oh, that stadium is... I can't even see this. Like, what does it say? I can't... Ugh, I hate this. I can't even see the message. Um, 0-2 now to Garcia. I'm trying to see. I can't get a hold of the message. Ugh, and a swing and a miss for Garcia. Strike 3. 98 miles an hour, and that's Hall's first strikeout. Oh yeah, thank you for the bless you. Yeah, the stadium in Philly will probably be fuller than Atlanta. I would think so. Carter's up next. He's 1 for 3 today. And this pitch outside is 1-0. I'm sneezing a lot today. I don't even know why. I'm not even sick. Carter had a single in the first inning. I think I've counted. I think I've sneezed around like 6 or 7 times. I only sneeze like once or twice a day. 1-0, and this pitch drops in there for a strike. And I sneeze so loud too. Like, I was in the middle of Latin class, and I felt so bad because he was like doing his lecture, and I just like sneeze like really loud twice, and like in the span of 10 minutes. And our Latin teachers like really chill, so I felt like kind of bad that I was like interrupting them like 2 times. But this pitch high, and it's 2-1. So I felt kind of bad that I was interrupting him like twice because I really like him. All right, Chapman's warming up in the bullpen, so I assume that's the last we've seen of Nathan Eovaldi tonight. This pitch drops in there for a strike, and the Rangers are down to their final strike of this inning. America's game of the week, Eagles versus Jets. Two and 2 to Carter, and he fouls this one off. Corbin Carroll and Evan Carter, first 2 rookies known in history to reach base safely 12 times in first 4 career postseason games. That's an interesting stat that I'm sure nobody cares about. 2-2. This pitch on the outside, and it's now 3-2. Thought Carter was about to bite on that one, but America's blowout of the week. I agree. I think the right now my Eagles score prediction is 28-10. That's what I said on the podcast today. Make sure you guys go listen to the CR7 podcast on WSJP's YouTube. Yeah, it's not. Is Sauce Gardner's hurt? Carter fouled that one off, by the way. I didn't even know Sauce Gardner was hurt, is he? And Carter, strike 3, got him looking right on the outside edge. And that will end the 7th inning. The Rangers leave one on as they still lead 7-1. I'm not sure we'll actually finish the game. Here, let's look at the injury report. Let's look at the injury report real quick. Penguins up 2-1. Let's go in the injury report. Eagles versus Jets. Injury report for the Jets. I don't see him on there. I see DJ Reed and Brandon Equals on there. And what's the update on Kobe Dean? Kobe Dean returning from injured reserve. All right, so is he coming back? I don't want to rush him back because they look. I mean, Morrow and Cunningham didn't have the best game against the Rams, but I know Cunningham played okay. Morrow played pretty bad. Lulu, he's questionable. Rashad Penny, what the hell's wrong with his illness? He's got an illness. I don't know what his problem is. Fletcher Cox, I assume he's coming back this week because he had that little back procedure thing. Can Sidney Brown please come back? I miss Sidney Brown, bro. I love Sidney Brown. You guys don't get it. I love Sidney Brown. I think he was one of the biggest steals of the draft. I really do. Says Sauce left the game with a knee injury but didn't return. There's been no news I don't know. Orioles Chapman's in the game now for the top of the 8th. And this first pitch, 99 four-seam fastball. And that's in there for a strike on Mateo, who is pinch hitting. Yeah, I love the Kobe Dean. It's just problem is his injuries. Chapman with a 6-5 record, 3.09 ERA this season. Mateo about a 217 this year, and this pitch high. It's now 1-1. In game 2, Mateo was 2 for 4, and now trying to get anything going for the Orioles in the top of the 8th. This next pitch to him, swing and a miss. Again on the fastball, it's now 1-2. Yeah, getting the Kobe deck would be great. Fletcher Cox probably coming back this week as well. But Jalen Carter, did really well. He made Cox's non-presence feel unknown. If that made sense. I don't want to rush Nakobe Dean back, though. The 1-2 to Mateo, and this pitch in the dirt. It's now 2-2. There's that about Jalen. Did you know he won the last 4 games that he was down by 10 points or more? I did not know that. And swing and a miss. Got him on the sinker. That's Chapman's first strikeout. How many points was he down in the Super Bowl? Interesting. Or was he down? How many points was he down by? Have the Eagles even, been losing this year? Have they ever not had the lead? I feel like maybe they... Oh, no, the Washington game. First pitch to Henderson's called a strike, 101 on that fastball. Henderson 2 for 3 today, 2 singles and RBI. And the 0-1. And this pitch low. And it's 1-1. I guess it kind of checks out. That does sound about right. The 1-1 to Henderson. And this one grounded into center field for a base hit. Henderson's 3rd base hit of the game, and he has been one of the few bright spots for the Orioles today. And now Rutschman, he will make his way to the plate. So 1 out, top of the 8th. Rutschman, he's 0 for 3 today. And the first pitch to him is low for a ball. For 3, a strikeout, fly out, and a ground out. Definitely don't want a ground out, as that would most likely cause a double play. And this next pitch to him, low for a ball. And Chapman going to throw this back to first, and Henderson is in there safely. I think we'll have James Harden all year. Not all year. I think he'll eventually be traded, more towards the trade deadline, or if the team's not performing well. 2-0, and this pitch fouled off is now 2-1. I think if the team's the 4th or 5th seed, which they probably will be by the trade deadline, then they'll probably trade him for pennies on the dollar. And I know Daryl Morey doesn't like to do that, but I think there will be so much friction and tension that he'll just have to do it. Where? I don't know. 2-1, and Rutschman hits this one high but not deep, and Garcia makes the catch. 2 outs now, as Santander will make his way to the plate. I was commenting on Harden earlier. And, yeah, he's something. Santander 1 for 3 today. He had a single in the first inning. And this first pitch low, it's 1-0. And this pitch outside, it's 2-0. Sixers actually could have the 3rd seed, because I think they could end up better than Miami this season. And this pitch low, now 3-0. Because Miami did lose a few key pieces in the offseason, so I think that the Sixers could probably beat them out. And being the fact that Miami was the 8th seed last year and just got hot in the playoffs. Reno to Santander, and this pitch low, ball 4. So yeah, I don't know. But I think they have to make a change. I don't think that Harding can stay. I don't understand why there are 4 games tomorrow. I mean, if this game ends with Texas winning, then obviously there will not be having 4 games tomorrow. And then they go out to talk to Chapman. And go for the same team we've had for the history. Well, either way, I don't think we're winning a championship unless we're trading for another all-star that really moves the needle. Then I don't think that we're winning a championship. I mean, what are we going to trade that? What are we going to trade Harden for that moves the needle like that much to the point where people are going to say the Sixers are going to beat the Boston Celtics? Mountcastle, he is 0 for 3 today. Check swing, he did not go. So it's 1-0 now. There's nobody on the market right now. Damian Lillard's off the board. Leclerc is warming up in the bullpen, and Chapman, there's this one really high. It's 2-0. It was the highest slide I've ever seen in my life. And in his career against Chapman, Mountcastle, he is 0 for 6 with 5 strikeouts. Not a good career performance against Orioles Chapman. Hopefully that can change for him here as the now it's 3-0. But yeah, the Orioles could use anything. So Hicks is on deck now as he will be pinch hitting in the designated hitter spot. 3-0, and this pitch inside, ball 4. 8 straight balls, I believe, for Adolis Chapman, and now bases are loaded. Would you trade for? No, I don't even want to hear that. Absolutely not. Don't even bring that to my attention. I would never do that a day in my life. He would cause so many problems. Like, he would cause more problems than Harden. And I think they're coming out to get Chapman. As they can't afford. Yep, they're coming out to get him. Bases loaded. Still 7-1. I don't even want to hear that. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I honestly don't want to hear that. Ben just caused way too many problems in Philly, and I don't think they're repairable. Sorry, I just keep talking about everything with baseball. No, you're good. I don't mind talking about other stuff while we're watching baseball. Yeah, I know. I'm still at it, baby. Well, tomorrow I don't really have like school. It's a day of service tomorrow for us. Freshman day of service thing we have, so it's okay. Yep, St. Joe's Prep. I can't really comment on the South. Um, First pitch is inside to Hicks, who is batting 253 this season. In this series, he's 2 for 7 with a home run. Hold on, I'll talk about this in a second. And this pitch is a strike right down the plate. I can't really talk about the South. I don't really know them that well. All I know is that we're rivals at the Prep and we hate them. So, but I can't really say like anything terrible about them because I don't really know like anything about the school. I never like visited or anything. 1-1 and a strike. But if I want to say something about the Prep, if you want to do like any athletics things there, if you don't want to take anything too seriously, then I definitely would go with like track or something like that. 1 and 2, and this pitch high. If you want to like start to get into stuff, like I'm talking sports wise. If you just want to I play football. I'm not so sure if I'm doing basketball, but we'll see. If you want to start to like get into something, I think, and this pitch is low for a ball. If you want to try and get into something, like try something new, I think wrestling would be good because like I know a lot of people that are trying that out. And if you want to take stuff like really seriously and you want to play something for 4 years, crew is an option. And this pitch is fouled off. I'm not so sure about our baseball program. I don't really know too much about it. Our basketball program is really on the rise. I know that. We were like the fourth seed for our varsity team last season, and our team looks pretty good this year. 3-2 to Hicks, and this pitch hit in the dirt, and it's flipped to Lekarek, and that's how you pronounce his name, and the third out. So no damage is done to the Rangers as we go into the bottom of the 8th. It is still 7-1. I don't really care. I mean, I picked the Orioles to win the series, but I'm sure as hell wrong on that. But if you do go to the Prep, just be prepared to work. Like, there's so much work. Even if you're not in like advanced like classes, then you just gotta be prepared to work. Like there's a lot of work. Like I went to a school where they helped prepare me for that. But then when you get there, like you actually have to be mentally prepared. And it's hard. It's really hard. But you do adjust. we are back now for the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch to Jung at high. Yep, pretty much. And I'm sorry, that's low, I believe. Yeah. Oh, no, it's Heim. I'm so dumb. This next pitch fouled off. Yeah, Baltimore has one more inning to get 6 runs or more. Westberg is now at second base. And Hall is still in there, the 1-1. And a strike, swing and a miss by Heim. And it's now 1-2. And Mateo is at shortstop. And Henderson at third. One and 2 to Heim. Here's the pitch. And this one hit high and deep. And this one caught on the warning track by Santander. It's crazy because Baltimore had such a good rate. The top seed, 101 wins. And then to get swept in their first postseason appearance in years. To be really a shame. Lowe is up next. He's 1 for 3 today in this first pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. It's 1-0. Lowe had a solo home run in the 6th inning, and he's 1 for 3 today. The 1-0, and this pitch outside, it's 2-0. Here's a 2-0 to Lowe, and this pitch, check swing, he did not go. Pitch was a little high, and one more, and Lowe will hit on with a walk. Most wins in franchise history. This is the tied for the 4th most amount of wins. This pitch in there for a strike. Tied for the 4th most amount of wins in franchise history. And the end like this would be just a shame. 3-1, and Lowe fouls this one off. It's now 3-2. Good job by Hall to get back in this count. And another foul off by Lowe. Three and 2 to Lowe, and swing and a miss. Got him on the really high changeup. That's Hall's 3rd strikeout of the evening. And Jung will now make his way to the plate. And Hall is now leaving the game. So Kano will make his way to the mound as he'll try and get this final out for what is hopefully not the Orioles season. I gotta watch this episode of NXT, man. This is crazy stuff that happened. That's the Undertaker came back with American Badass sort of thing. 25% of ESPN fantasy teams are still undefeated. Well, unfortunately, I'm not part of that. And now my fantasy team is screwed because Justin Jefferson is on IR. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Jefferson. Oh, don't even talk about the Phillies. I don't even want to see that. I don't want to see it. I made a waiver claim for Josh Reynolds, the receiver for. Oh, damn. That's brutal. That is very tough. Yeah, Josh Jung, he's 1 for 3 today with a single in the third, and he's one of the 7 runs that the Rangers have today. Owen won the Jung as a strike was right there. Defense has been great this year for me in fantasy. I would think so. I have the 49ers defense in one lead. I have the Ravens in another. Jung grounds up the third base line, and the throw is not in time. Infield single. And Tavares up next. He's 0 for 3 today. And his first pitch is low, 1-0. And Tavares hits this to center, and Mullins makes the catch. That'll end the 8th inning. And the Orioles have one last chance to save their season. What's up, Eric? How's it going, brother? One more chance for the Orioles. One more chance. One more season of Friday Night SmackDown before it moves back to USA. All right. Leclerc's still out there for this inning, and this first pitch is fouled off from Hayes. Hayes is 0 for 3 today, and he will try to save, or be one of the members to save the Orioles season. And he's going to need a lot. He's going to need a flawless inning. The 0-1, and this pitch outside, it's 1-1. One and one, and a pop up from Hayes. And coming in on it is Jung, who makes the catch. One out now, two more, and that will end the ALDS, or at least one of the series. Cedric Mullins is 0 for 3 today with a ground out, line out, and fly out. He has had no hits this entire series, and that doesn't look to be one right there. Sliding play made by Simeon, and he makes the throw over to first. One more out. It's all up to Jordan Westberg. Westberg 1 for 3 today, swing and a miss. Dana White's comments on the release of Matt Riddle were pretty funny too. I haven't seen it. I know Matt Riddle's not going back to the UFC though. That's all I know. I know Dana White don't want him in there. And check swing fouled off by Westberg. And the Orioles are down to their final strike of the season. Rangers fans on their feet. Just one more pitch. Strike three, got him swinging, 98-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball, and the Rangers are going to the ALCS. They sweep the Baltimore Orioles, the number 1 seed, in 3 games, and they will face either the Astros or Twins in the ALCS. Their first appearance in the ALCS since winning the World Series back in 2011. And they will await their opponent. Evaldi with a great game. And now the Rangers able to celebrate until they have to go up against the Twins or the Astros, 2 of the hottest teams in the AL, as well as the Rangers. And for the Orioles, a great season, 101 wins, the top seed in the AL. But in the end, they were just not experienced enough as the Texas Rangers, and they go down in 3 games. Well, guys, That'll do it for the stream. I'm not sure if we're going to be streaming tomorrow or Thursday, but we will see there. Make sure you guys subscribe with the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother Living the Great Vlogs. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel at Ryan the Guy Great. Make sure you guys can follow me on X at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys can follow me on TikTok at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast. And make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Ryan the Great Podcast. And as always, Ryan the Great out. Peace.